What's going on, guys? It's your boy John the Liquidator coming back with another video. And look like NFL Pro Football Talk just went in on Shedeur Sanders for no reason at all. Guys, for this one here, we got to go all the way up to Cleveland. Let's get it. Let's go. Shake the haters off. Now, it is definitely looking spooky in the media, man. They're currently being flip-flopped ever since pretty much Coach Prime came out and called these owners liars, bro, which we're going to go into some footage of some more NFL legends taking up for Coach Prime and pretty much saying that they was lying. Now we have new articles coming out trying to justify why Shedeur Sanders slid to the 5th round, bro. And to me, at this point, I don't even know why we still talking about it, but if they still want to make articles about it, I'm going to still go in on them, bro, because this is wrong. Shout out to the homeboy Dalvin the Truth over on Twitter, because we finna pull up this article right now, get right into this story, dog. So basically, there was an article that was written yesterday in regards to Shedeur Sanders sliding down the draft. It came out by Pro Football Talk, and they stated this, man. Sometimes explanations can be simpler as the Shedeur Sanders 5th round free fall. It's as simple as he needed someone to prepare him for the draft process. Like, are you serious, bro? Like, this is a real thing, and y'all made this article. Somebody said almost like a father who was in the NFL, right? Anyone who watched him in college could tell he would be an NFL backup at best. You sound like a I ain't gonna say it, bro. I ain't gonna say it. His dad prepared him for the pre-draft process. Thank you, bro. His daddy is one of the greatest football players ever, bro. Somebody says this is stupid. We had a kid smoking on camera. We had kids refusing to do returns. We had kids stealing and probably more. And they got selected in the 1st round by teams. Eli dad said, "Don't take my son," and the team still drafted him. Black fathers make people uncomfortable. And like we already know this, man. Look at the LeVar Ball situation, man. For whatever reason it is, at this point, it's clear as day. This was a race thing, and I just hate to throw that race card out there, but I feel that it was. I feel that, Coach Prime being a black dad, it just, just was the process that it took. Said Shedeur Sanders needed somebody to prepare him. Went on to say Colorado coach Deion Sanders recently sounded off, which we already know what he said on the Sante Samuel show. It's a basic question of ensuring that the player takes the situation seriously. The teams want players, especially at the quarterback position. Now, something that stood out to me was none other than Chad Ocho, and Shannon Sharp speaking about this on Nightcap. I believe this was like yesterday, if not yesterday, the day before. Check this out, y'all. I want y'all to listen to this. Listen to Chad.
I knew they were shucking and jiving when they said it, when the report came out, because when you go into a meeting like that with execs, with the higher level folks at an organization, you go in there a certain way. You ain't gonna have your earphones on. Yeah. You're gonna be prepared. Your coach and your father has already prepared you for that moment anyway. So what are we talking about?
I know what I bet they did, Ocho. He probably had the headphones around his neck, and they told me he had them on. I bet you that's what he did.
But they're going to change it up. Honestly, when it comes to the quarterback position, especially that team specifically, when it comes to picking quarterbacks, I mean, they've been missing for a very long time anyway.
They ain't picked nobody since Eli. So whoever said that, and the Browns, y'all ain't did much better.
I think this is going to be good for him, though. Like I said, just the little stuff that I've seen, Uncle Ocho, it seemed like, he got his head down and he working, man.
That's all you can do.
I know, that's it. And I think that's a good thing for him. I'm pretty sure he hears the whispers, but he keep his head down and keep working, man. Good things gonna happen for him because the talent is there. It's oozing out of him.
So that was Chad and Ocho on Nightcap, man. I believe that was yesterday. Let me scroll up here. Yeah, that was yesterday. Now, somebody else squared off on this, and that is Stephen A. Smith sounded off on Coach Prime, pretty much calling out the league. Let's roll it.
Has anybody ever been in a position to say that Deion Sanders was a liar? Ever? Have you run across anybody that said Deion Sanders said one thing to your face and said something else behind your back? That's not who that man is. And so when he comes out and he says something about his son, there is no question he has spoken to his son. There is no question that Deion Sanders prepped his son for those interviews. We all know this was about Deion. Now we have to get to what the real crux of the situation is. Deion, as I told y'all, was devastated. When I came on the airwaves and talked about how devastated he was, and Molly knows this, I had not spoken to him at the time.
Mm-hmm.
I've spoken to him since because he called me to thank me for being accurate on what I was saying about the level of devastation that he had felt. Because it was a painstakingly thing for him to endure, to watch his son plummet, knowing it wasn't because of his ability. It was because of his pedigree, who his daddy was. He may have some culpability in that, but it doesn't make it right what's happening to Shedeur Sanders. That brother can play. And I think he's going to show that he can play on the NFL level. But most importantly than that, he has been a model of professionalism throughout his collegiate career. And for these kind of things to stain him on a personal level, to me, it just shows why so many athletes should be turned off by the process. Why go through interviews and things of that nature if you're not going to tell the truth about me?
So that was Stephen A. Smith pretty much calling out the league as well, man, with them lying. And it's all been a bunch of lies, bro. And it's just not fair, bro. I feel like this whole process has not been fair. The way Shedeur Sanders has been treated, you know, it's kind of unfortunate, bro, when you think about it. But at the end of the day, Shedeur Sanders still got a battle to uphold in Cleveland, and that's where we finna get into now, the battle in Cleveland. So we know yesterday Kevin Stefanski spoke out, and we really haven't heard too much from the Cleveland reporters as of recently. But looked like Shedeur Sanders just tweeted something out online, man. He said, "Thank God, bro." That's something he say frequent, but it looked like he's definitely paying attention to everything that has been going on, man. Shout out to Shedeur Sanders. A lot of people is reposting it, and he got 12,000 likes, bro. Shout out to him. He haven't really been on X too much. He's been on Twitch a lot, and just like I stated, man, Shedeur Sanders still got an uphill battle to deal with in Cleveland. And it's just going to be interesting to see how everything come together for the 2025 NFL football season. Get down in the comment section. Let me know y'all thoughts about this. Keep them bells on, because you want to know why, man? Because I'm going to bring you the news. And until next time, shake the haters off. I'm out of here, baby. Peace out.
We coming. You should have seen by now. Coming. Yeah, they talking about it. Coming. They doubting us. We coming. They saying. We coming. They think it's a game. We coming. I don't give a damn what they say. You best believe